Yes, this is just in as Boko Haram fighters are getting weak and scared as Sambisa forest is no longer safe for them. The rate at which the members of the Boko Haram group and the fighters of the Islamic State in West African province ISWAP are surrendering to the Nigerian military proves that they are getting tired and weak. Also, the Nigerian military has in recent days intensified its operation against terrorist organizations like the Islamic State in West African province and the Boko Haram group in the northeast of Nigeria. This intensified operation has led to the destruction of hideouts, camps, structures, and shelters of the Islamic groups like Boko Haram and the Islamic State in West African province ISWAP, forcing them to flee and surrender to the Nigerian army. With the newly acquired airplanes like the A-29 Super Tucano fighter jets from the United States of America, the F-17 fighter jets from the Pakistani Air Force, it is observable that dense vegetation and canopies of the Sambisa forest are no longer safe for the insurgent groups like Boko Haram and the Islamic State in West African province ISWAP. Airstrikes and land operation carried out by the Nigerian military has proved that effective against the Boko Haram and the ISWAP fighters, as many of their members continue to surrender to the Nigerian military. Well, why won't they surrender? Because they had already planned how they would surrender. You understand? They have even chased them out of the Sambisa forest, and meanwhile I believe the soldiers or the military are doing good work, but as it is, from the pictures shown and the surrendering of Boko Haram and ISWAP, I believe it has been orchestrated. Even when the Boko Haram have surrendered, it was reported that over 1,000 Boko Haram surrendered just at once. Well, even if they have surrendered their weapon and surrendered their operations, killing so many people. Also, since 2009 till date, the numbers of people that the Boko Haram have killed and placed on IDP, which is the internal displaced persons, are over 1,000. Where they say they have surrendered, they are much more than 1,000. The numbers of Boko Haram that have surrendered, they are over 30,000 people, both dead and displaced. So surrendering to federal government is not enough, but they need to be arrested and also charged to court and eventually put behind bars so that they can serve their tenure. And meanwhile, the federal government led by the able President Muhammadu Buhari has already ordered 3 months back that anybody carrying AK-47 illegally should be shot at sight. And meanwhile, since they have all surrendered and they have seen them to have surrendered, carrying AK-47, they should have shot them at sight. Apart from over 30,000 that were killed and displaced, soldiers, military are also not left out in the insurgency, by killing our force or military personnel. They are uncountable that they have killed, because statistics cannot even show how many numbers of the military personnel they have all killed, from general to recruit, from recruit to captain, from captain to colonel, from colonel to corporal, from corporal to sergeant. You can name as many as possible. Well, according to this article, which says they have no choice, as the new administration has shown zero tolerance that airstrikes and land operation carried out by Nigerian military has proved to be effective against the Boko Haram and the ISWAP, which is the Islamic State in West African province. They are fighters, as many of their members continue to surrender to the Nigerian military. If they have no choice, as the new administration has shown zero tolerance to terrorism, banditry, gunmen, and other groups deemed dangerous to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, it seems it is now that the Nigerian army or military are waking up from their slumber. Well, as it is, they said this administration of the military believe those soldiers and army, they are the ones fighting this insurgency right from onset. So it's led by this chief of army staff, Farouk Yahaya. Well, if truly that is what he's doing and is capable, oh, let him continue doing his good works, because Boko Haram's downfall came after their power tussle with the Islamic State in West African province Iswap, which took a different dimension, leading to the death of Shekau Abubakar, the former notorious leader of the Boko Haram group and commander, who died during an explosion. Well, scores of Boko Haram fighters and the members of the Islamic State of West African province ISWAP were killed by the internal conflict between the two terrorist organizations in the northeast of Nigeria, leading to their disorganization. The remaining members of the Boko Haram group pledged support to the Islamic State in West African province ISWAP, and their union led to their recent downfall. Their union gave the Nigerian military a specific target and common cause, unlike the past days during which the military has to engage Boko Haram and the ISWAP group, making the operations against insurgency a tough and complicated job. Well, there's no tough and complicated job here. If you have been trained as a soldier and you have been trained as a military personnel, there should be intelligence department, there should be the forefront department, there also should be logistic department, so they should know how to fight them. If not that they added politics into their fight against this Boko Haram and insurgencies ravaging around the northeastern part of the country, Nigeria. Well, the Sambisa forest has become a very uncomfortable and hot place for the Boko Haram and ISWAP fighters, as small fighter jets and armored vehicles have been purchased to improve the operation against insurgency and speed up the victory against terrorism in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, I believe with this update, I believe the US, who have stopped the sales of ammunition to Nigeria, will definitely look inwardly and look into the matter. If truly those ammunitions or fighter jets that have been sold to Nigerian government will be utilized, for the purpose which it has been bought. Well, why do you think the Boko Haram and the ISWAP fighters are surrendering to the Nigerian military? Well, that's the question for today that we need to deliberate on. I believe you are very furious. You have one or two comments to lay down in the comment section. But before then, well, there should be no pardon for any terrorist, either caught or repented. They have wasted so many innocent souls. Kill them all as you apprehend them. Chicken. Now this is coming from a commentator that they should be killed or prosecuted. Well, if I would support what this person is saying, I would rather say they should be, charged to court. Definitely, because they are killed so many, and we have known and listened and seen their antecedents. Well, why should terrorists of such magnitude be pardoned? If they are ever pardoned, it means supporting and sponsoring banditry and terrorism from the federal government of Nigeria, because they are the sponsors. If truly they are pardoning them and they are not charging them to court for prosecution. Well, I will leave you in the hands of the comment section. I would like you to lay your opinion, and don't forget to click on the notification button, bell icon, to get more notification. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.